We are off the Dempster Highway. We're in Dawson Creek preparing for the next leg of our journey. First things first, we have to knock some of this mud off the RV. So you can see that Scott is taking off the tape that we hope kept some of the dust out. It was better than nothing. There was still a lot of dust last time. We'll see how it is when we open it up. But we're here at this car wash for loonies for 5 minutes.
A loonie's $1.
Yeah, loonie is a Canadian dollar. And so we've got to at least get the jacks so we can put them down, but we're going to try and wash the whole truck. We only have enough for 2 washes, so I'm betting we're going to have to go back in and get some more. But we'll see how clean we're going to get it.
Hello and welcome back. If it's your first time here, I'm Scott.
And I'm Allison.
And we are
Jarhead and Ginger's Journey.
We're full-time RVers. We do destination videos, tips and tricks, and all things RV. If that sounds like something you'd like, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and come along on our journeys. If you remember last week's video, guys, we just got off the Dempster Highway and our trip all the way up to the Arctic Ocean. Today we're at the other end of the Dempster Highway and we are going to take a little bit of a break. We're going to be on a 2 or 3 days here in Dawson City, and we're going to take you around and show you all the history, the mining history here, and all the really cool things there are to do.
We started out in Key West. If you're following along with our journeys, we made it from Key West up here, did the Arctic Circle and Arctic Ocean, and Dawson City is an awesome little town. If you know about the Klondike Gold Rush, this is where that happened. Tons of history here. It's a charming little town with old buildings from the 1800s, and we're just going to take you and show you. How about that? We're here on top of Dome Hill. We actually walked about 50 feet down a gravel slope. If you're afraid of heights, this is not for you. We're not that close to the edge. I didn't want to get any closer, but we can see the whole town from here. We can see the rivers. We can see the rock piles that the mines have dredged up from dredge number 4. Absolutely beautiful view. And this is the place to be if you're here for the summer solstice around June 21st. You can be up here and watch the sun circle the entire day.
Yeah, we're up here so high off of the town, as you guys can see behind us. That's the town down there of Dawson City, and apparently on the solstice, when the sun never sets, it just goes completely around the top of the mountain ranges around here. Very awesome, very cool view from up here, as you guys can see, and yeah, we wouldn't have missed this drive for sure after being up here. It's probably only about 10 minutes up the hill. It's pretty steep, but getting up here is really no problem at all. We probably could have even done it on the e-bikes if we wanted to.
Yeah, there's a couple of truck campers and mini buses up here, and there are lots of hiking trails. There's a map for hiking trails here and mountain biking as well. We're here at Diamond Tooth Gertie's Gambling Hall, and we're gonna go see a can-can show. Never seen one before. I did actually go to Moulin Rouge in Paris long time ago, but this is a casino, and there's a little restaurant in there. It's a bar. You have to pay $20 to get in, but you get a little membership card. I have it right here, so I'll show it to you. And that is good for a whole year, I believe. So you can come as many times as you want while you're here. And the 3 shows are, I think at 8:30, 10 p.m., and midnight. So we're gonna go check it out, and we'll let you know what we think. That was a great show, and I think we're a little bit transformed. What do you think? You like our new outfits? This show was different than I thought it would be. The music is a mix of everything from Sinatra to, I think, some Madonna in there, some show tunes. It was really interesting. The 8:30 and 10 p.m. show were different, and there is a midnight one, but we're too tired for that.
Absolutely. I was completely expecting some 18 or early 1900s music only, and they started breaking out all the, fairly newer stuff, like she was saying, Madonna and whatnot. They even sang a train song, so that was kind of cool. Yeah, way different than I expected. It was very cool, and as you saw from the clips, we were able to get some footage, even though it's technically a casino and a bar and the show venue all rolled up into one. But definitely a good night. You can go in there and eat, sit there and watch the show, all 3 shows or just one show, however you want to do it. We wanted to stay for all 3, but we're too old for that kind of stuff nowadays. But we did get the 2 in, as you saw. This is called the Kissing Buildings, guys, and if you see them how they're leaning there, they're actually touching at the top, so that is very cool. It's a condition from permafrost, and they're actually have scaffolding inside holding them that way, just for historical purposes, so people like us can come and see what happens to these buildings if they're just left to their own devices up here in the cold.
They actually said on the tour that we were just on that the foundations have to be shimmed up every so often because of the permafrost settling. We learned that on the tour. We weren't able to bring you anything from the tour because it is part of the Canada National Park system, and the same rules as the U.S. You can't film in the national parks.
Yep, unfortunately. So we can film on the outside of some of the buildings, or I guess all of the buildings, but the buildings that we were actually allowed to go into during the tour, we aren't allowed to film. We learned that about a third of the way through the tour that we were on. The guide asked us what we were going to use it for. We told her YouTube, and she said she wasn't sure that we could do that, so she asked us to stop filming, so of course we did. So we won't be bringing you any of that footage, unfortunately. We got to go into the bank.
which was really cool. And the post office was really awesome, very, very ornate. The woodwork in there was outstanding. And just the stories that she had, and the history of the gold rush, and the miners and the brothel ladies and all of that stuff here in this town was incredible.
We're here at the Sourtoe Saloon down in Dawson City, and we're gonna do, or he's gonna do, a challenge. I'm not doing it. It's the Sourtoe Challenge, and I think it's cannibalism, so I'm not doing it.
That's right, guys. We're at the downtown hotel, and you put your name on the list. You actually have to come in and tell your server that you're ready to go. They give you this shot, and let's go do it. They just called my name.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Paparazzi ready?
Yes.
You can drink it fast. You can drink it slow. But your lips must touch the snarly toe. Just your lips. No teeth, no tongue, no tongue. Start it. You got it. The evidence of your father. Welcome to the club.
Thank you.
Now, Scott, that certificate, we recommend you laminate it and frame it.
Okay.
If you have a different certificate, a degree, or a psychiatric evaluation, put it over the top.
Okay.
And when are you going to grow a real beard? When she lets you?
When she lets me, absolutely, 100%. Well, I was interrupted a second ago, and had to go, but it was for good reason. As I was saying, we are here in the Sourtoe Saloon, and you have to sign up for this specific shot. It's called the Sourtoe shot, and you have to sign up through your server. They'll put your name and where you're from on a piece of paper, and they take it up, and then they will call your name like they just did for me. After they call your name, you go up with the shot they give you. If you don't request a certain whiskey or whatever, they give you Yukon Jack, and you go up and you hear the spiel, and you take the Sourtoe shot.
And he did it, and I guess he's quite proud of that, and he's certified now. We always knew he was certified something, huh? I am still not gonna do it, but it didn't seem as bad as I thought it would, I guess.
Yeah. My number, the person shot number I am is 114,306. That is how many people have taken that shot up until right now. There's people sitting down now to take it again. So by the time y'all see this, there will be several more.
And he just tried to kiss me. He's gonna have to go home and wash his face before that. He's got toe breath. We stayed here at the Gold Rush Campground in Dawson City, and it has several sites with different hookup options, 30 and 15 I think for the power, and there are sewer and non-sewer, and I think all the sites have water. We stayed in a back-end site that is one of the bigger ones. We paid $73 Canadian per night, and we stayed here 3 nights. The sites are a little tight together, and the campground was very full over the weekend, but as you can see, people have started clearing out, making their way either west to Alaska, or a lot of people that we've seen are going up the Dempster Highway the same way that we just went. We're leaving today and we're heading into Alaska, and I'm going to show you our site. Here it is. We stayed in site number 7. We have our picnic table scooted over a little bit right now because Scott's been working on some stuff, but you can see that the sites are pretty close together. They are gravel. Noise wasn't too bad. You do hear very little road noise since there isn't a lot of traffic here. There are some barking dogs, and somebody is doing some carpentry, building, I think, tiny houses or something nearby. So you do hear some hammering in the mornings and afternoon. But evenings are nice and quiet, and it's a nice little stopover. One last thing that we want to show you before we leave Dawson City and head west to Alaska is this beautiful walking trail along the river. It's, I don't know how long, but you can walk and bike on here, and beautiful scenery of the town on one side and the river on the other.
It's also functional. They built this because during breakup, when the ice starts to melt here on the river, a lot of times the ice can pile up and it would flood the town here. So they built this up as a little safety dike for the river. But that's going to do it here for this video in Dawson City, guys. We hope you had as much fun as we did. There is so much to do here. We wish we could have had more time, and we could have brought you a lot more. There are everything from helicopter tours to walking tours and lots of stuff to eat, sled dog tours, all kinds of stuff you can do in this town. Guys, so much to do. If you ever get a chance and you find yourself in Canada, come on up to Dawson City. You won't regret it. Well, as always, Semper Fi.
And God bless.
Don't give up.